Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Welcome everybody. Bear with me for a little bit. For those of you, if anybody is in here, I am setting up OBS on a new computer, started from scratch, rebuilt everything. Put this on a gaming laptop. We're going to see how this performs. I was having an issue with at the end of the stream, right now and stuff, everything, my computer would crash. And it'd be hard for me to get into raids and whatnot. And a couple times OBS just flat out crash after a while. So I think my computer was old enough and stuff that just couldn't quite handle everything. So I am testing out, like I said, on a new laptop. I also got a different camera here, this one here. So it does look a little bit brighter. Yeah, one I was using was the MacBook built-in display. So yeah, just doing some testing. I'm going to continue on with the drawers right back over here in the bottom right. Give me just a minute to see how things are going, and then get started. I hope the sound is coming through okay. It looks like it is. But if anybody is having problems hearing, please let me know. And I will increase the mic. Okay, well, I'm going to move my cameras around. I'm going to move this whole mobile setup, so bear with me for a moment here. As long as I don't drop everything on the ground. I need to get one of those follow cams that everybody has. It's so nice. I do want to get more cameras sometime. Cable here. Thank you, everything positioned here. Hey, Megaphone, how you doing? Thank you. This is, oh, I forgot about that. This is my first stream as being an affiliate. So thank you. Thank you for joining in and helping me get to affiliate. Man, community's been great and stuff. So I'm excited to be affiliate now. Try to position this camera so you don't get so much of my backside. How's your evening going, Mecca? So the previous streams, we got the 3-4 inch boxes. They're going to sit up at the top here. Then I'm going to have one box down at the bottom that's probably going to be around 10 inches or so. But I'm going to final cut its dimensions after we get the first 3 in. So we got the drawer boxes built. Slides on the right, fitting nice and snug in there. So I want to okay. What I'm going to do is pull these out, start mounting these in there. I hope those aren't too small. Yeah. That would be bad. I don't think they are, but we'll see once we get a couple of them mounted here. So, as for an example, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some MDF and I'm going to create a spacer of sorts. I'm going to come in as an example. I'm going to start off and I'm going to cut this to where I'm going to measure and I'm going to know where the bottom of this rail needs to be. I'm going to cut a piece of MDF in here, and so I can take off my rail slide, put it in there, and it'll just sit on top, and I can screw it in, do that on both sides, and then I will cut 5 inches off, and that will allow for the drawer and the drawer front, which the drawer front will be just slightly taller than the drawer. But I'll cut 5 inches off, and that will adjust my spacer for the next drawer, and so on. So that is what I'm going to do now. I did do a couple of test markings of where I wanted this to sit, but I will re-verify. Measure twice, measure thrice, cut once. So I want it to sit about that high, so my marking is correct. I have a 1/8 inch reveal around the between the drawers and whatnot, well on the side. Hey Mecca, am I sounding okay? What is it? 23 inches. I'm not sure if you were here at the beginning of the stream, Mecca, but switched over to a new OBS computer. So I have a gaming laptop that I put OBS on. So I'm testing out a new stream here. Hopefully everything is sounding good. And I'll spin you around to a little bit the dirty side while I get my crosscuts. I'll just keep the shot that height. I'm not going to adjust my tripod for the moment. All right. I'm just going to use a scrap piece in I'm going to make 2 cuts. I'm going to make sure that's 90 on one end, and I'll measure for my spacer, and then make that cut. Alexa, turn on dust collector. Yes, I should turn this on. Alexa, turn off dust collector. Turn my camera back around. Hey, favored grain, welcome. Oh, it's a raid, my first raid ever. Thank you. Favored, you are my first official raid. Appreciate it. How's your stream? What were you working on? Simulator Imagine, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. What were you working on tonight? Thank you for the congratulations. Oh, Owen, welcome. How are you doing? Let me scroll up on my chat. Owen, thank you. Oh, now you're my first sub. Thank you. I apologize. Since I've become affiliate, I've been trying to work on the Twitch stream and everything. There's been a lot that I had to do as well as setting up OBS on a new computer, but trying to get all this stuff set up for Twitch, trying to get a couple of emotes in there, trying to get things set up. I definitely have a lot to learn, like not having the camera on my side here. So designing something for the new guild challenge. Okay. Melting aluminum for fun. That actually does sound fun. But yeah, the guild challenge. What are you thinking of? Bad dad shot. All right. I like that. Well, what I'm working on tonight, I've been working on shop cabinets the last couple of streams, just working on shop cabinets here and been working on drawers. I got some drawer boxes built. Going to be installing them down here in the cabinet down below. And what I just got done doing is I have a piece of scrap MDF. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit this in here and I can sit my rail on it. And I can mount the rail on both sides. And then I can cut off the size of my next drawer, which I will cut off 5 inches of it. And so that will work as a spacer for my next drawer as I go on down. So that's what I am working on tonight. Well, it sounds interesting. I'll have to catch that VOD. All right, so I'm going to now put this space in. I'm going to see if pick one of my rail slides off. See if that lines up with my mark. Give me a minute here while I get my door slide off. I definitely need to get all the fancy camera setups that you guys have. All right. Looks like it is a bit off. I'm gonna have to trim that down just a bit. Let me get my mark. That's not my pencil. Right. I'm going to pass my mark around. And then I'll cut this one more time. Instead of switching the camera back around, I'm just going to make a quick cut tablecloth and I will be. May have to tape or secure that up there. Oh. Help if I put my. Well, the spacer idea working out. I'm going to have to improvise a little bit because it doesn't want to stand up correctly. So going to improvise with some blue tape. Favorite grain, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate my first grade. So thank you very much. You have a good evening, and I will catch your VOD. So see if I can pre-tape this a little bit. Thought this was going to make installing the slides easier. And that looks good. And get you down in there. And I am. Thank you for using the emotes. I still have to come up with more ideas of emotes. So I kind of racking my brain of things to come up with. Honestly, I also wasn't quite sure what all Twitch would allow. Wasn't sure if that wood emote would get passed. I wasn't going to drill pilot holes. Might need to. I could go in pretty easy with just short screws. Well, me, my drill. Wood pilot hole. Back screw. These are probably overkill slides for top cabinet, but I did get the soft close cabinets. Go with this middle one here. And then I'll check on chat. All right. First one's in. So what I'll do is move this over to this side. That should have me set up for the rail on this side. And I'll trim 5 inches off the bottom for the next rail. We'll do this 3 times and hopefully we'll be done. Yeah, I do like that pin. It's nice. That is actually, I saw that for the first time last night. I like that one. Yeah. Find where I set my other door and get the other light off. But yeah, I figure as I do more streaming and I do more stupid stuff that I'll probably figure out emotes. I don't know how you guys make this all look so easy. You guys do have more cameras than I do. OnePlus, I kind of have to end up moving mine around. I have a few old iPhones that I could turn into cameras, or I could buy some more C920s. But I have some old iPhones, but the computer that I am streaming from is a laptop. It's got 2 USB C inputs, and it's got 2 USB-Cs and 2 regular USBs. So I could get, from what I've heard, I could probably get 4 cameras pretty good. I do have a USB hub. I heard that the USB hubs don't work so well if you have multiple cameras on the same hub. So I'll have to do some testing and playing around with what seems best for this situation. I did want to go for, this is a gaming laptop that I'm using. Not quite to the point yet where I want to build a dedicated desktop out here yet. I'll get to that point, but wanted to go ahead and test this out first. see how this gaming laptop works. Yeah, that's what I was looking into. I was looking into the Droid Cam and probably set up at least one iPhone camera on it. I'd like to do a couple. That was what I was trying to do, is avoid the USB issue. All right, so let's see how this door fits in. So my channel, as the name implies, is about me being a new woodworker. And so I've done a lot of stuff in the past, but as far as an official woodworker, it is new to me. So this channel is all about me building my skills, building my shop, and building my tools. And so a lot of this stuff is things that I've done for the first time. All these cabinets I've been working on, these drawer boxes, this is the first time doing all of this. Learning process for me. Occasionally, I do bring my daughter in on streams. I like teaching her how to use tools, build things, so you will see my daughter from time to time. But it's good to me. So that's the first one down. Now, if I did all my math, my calculations correctly, what I can do is saw 5 inches off the bottom of here. Now set me up for my next spacer. Yeah, that's why I was going to start off with just one iPhone to begin with. I wanted to see how it was going to work. I think, Mecca, were you the one saying that you've tried Droid Cam with a couple of cameras and it didn't work so well? I can't remember. It's hard to remember all the conversations that go on. All right, so I'm going to kind of hold this up. Let me see here. I'm first going to do my measurements and see what I was thinking is going to come out correctly. I'm going to measure from the bottom of my drawer slide down 5 inches. There. That's where the cutoff spacing will be. Set this in here, and if I have the spacing, that looks just about right for what I want. Because my drawer fronts are going to be a little bit taller than the front of the box. All right, so I'm going to scribe. Just going to make a mark 5 inches in. Take this over to the table saw. Give it a little cut. I think that I saw in Discord that Boyd did get his saw stop today. So not sure when he's going to start unboxing that. Oh, you did it with up to 4. All right. That's good to know. What I think I'll do, I'd like to have. I think I'm just going to start off with one phone one, and use the Droid Cam, and so I can have that as a kind of mobile thing that kind of what I'm doing here. I don't have to move the cameras around with, but I'll probably ultimately get some C920s that I can permanently mount in some of these standard locations that I use. That might be a little hard though, but based on my shop and everything, don't really have spots to mount because I usually have the camera in the center of the shop. All right, I'm gonna make this cut. Alexa, turn on dust collector. Alexa, turn off dust collector. Alexa, turn off dust collector. Alexa, turn off dust collector. Muting wise, coloring at my Alexa device to turn off the dust. All right, so yep, we are positioned good on the next spacer height. Toss my tape back on here. Forward slide it there. Yeah, I was curious if Boyd was going to start unboxing his toy today. Trying to do this while still have me not being in the way. Sometimes harder than it seems. Right, move my spacer over to that side. Pull my rail. It was a slow start, but process seems to be going well now. Just realized something. I just realized that I did not engage and I didn't mount my rails all the way forward. Just now noticed that, so I'm going to have to adjust. And that'll be interesting because for the top one, I've already cut spacers, so I'm going to have to cut another spacer for that. Or see if I can move that forward based on some of the other available holes. Can't believe I did not realize that until just now. At least I noticed it before all the slides were up. Just as I said, everything was going smoothly, hitting a couple of roadblocks. All right. I still have this place spacer. I'm going to have to remove this rail slide here and move it forward, flush up against the end. Hey, Half Blind, how are you doing? Welcome. Haven't been able to hop on your stream for a while. How are you doing? What are you working on now? This would be the point, Half Blind, where I should kind of cuss myself out a little bit. We're making a mistake that I just noticed. Set my slides back too far. And now I have to redo the slides. Shouldn't be all that tough. Just need to make sure that I did not trigger my close mechanism. Now, just need to re-drill and reset these. And then while I was doing this, of course, as I was doing this, my drill bit seems to have went back in. So just got a countersink bit in here with the pilot hole portion. Is try to clear this out. This drill bit seems gunked up or something. It's not adjusting properly. I need a technical difficulties. I was thinking about doing a free library or a little library for not free library, a little library for my wife for her birthday. Her birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks. Well, more than a couple of weeks. About a month. So I was just thinking about doing that myself. I am having some issues with this. There we go. So I will definitely have to check out your streams. Sometimes you stream a little bit later in the evening. I'm, of course, on Eastern time. So I don't always get to check out all the evening streams. All right, so now try this again. I'll take my spacer block back up. All right. And back here and re-drill my other two holes. All right. Now this door should be done right. We'll see. Well, it's kind of how these door boxes are or whatnot. There were a lot of repetitive cuts, glue ups, and whatnot. But I have never built a little library before. That's definitely feeling snug. All right, well. Something right. I have to I got ahead of myself and I said that everything was going fine. And jinxed it'll be fine. We'll try this one more time. There we go. And now I'm realizing that this is setting just a bit proud over here. So messed up yet again. All right, well, this is what the channel's all about. It's me learning stuff, learning from mistakes. So actually, what I need to do to measure how far proud I am, and I will offset it. Let's see, nation square. All right, so we will try this yet again. Actually, these two. I don't think it's enough. So not sure who all is still in chat here, but have you all had streams that suddenly went south? It is a interesting experience. I'm sure that everybody has. All right, so now, oh, I know my offset. I can just keep this in. So now I would like to confidently say that this should be spot on. I'm a screwdriver. Redrill that hole. The rail wasn't quite center level. And again, let's switch out to a different drill bit. My drill. All right. All right, and we're done with this side. All right. All right. Good. Taking off of this. Spacer up here. Lower the camera. Set my offset. Crossing my fingers. This drawer will be perfectly mounted. All right. Comment proof. I will install my door box one more time. And there we looking perfect. All right. Finally, we are flush with our front. I've got my offset locked in so I can come back and I can adjust top one. So in order to get top one, I'm gonna have to move this one. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do here, we'll go ahead and scrub a line since I don't have my, can't put my spacer block up there anymore. We'll scrub the line and then I will just hold to that line. See here. So everything should go smoothly from here. Hopefully we'll be back on a positive stream. Started off well. Then I just didn't think about how deep I was mounting these drawer slides. All right, so this will be interesting in setting this and holding this. All right, so got my offset. What I'll do. Let me grab my finger punch. All right. Visually hold to the line in a combination square. And just need the first one. And then from there, From there, I can get the remaining screws. It's just that first one that should be difficult. They should. You're wrong here. I've got that on my guideline. All right. Second screws in. And third. All right. And same thing with this side. All right. Something I can do on this one. I can actually clamp on this side. Help me get that hold in place the first time. When I get a screw in. Up to my mounting line. Sounds like my daughters are home. All right. Okay. Screw in here. So this is definitely not the most entertaining of streams tonight, but it is a learning lesson for me. So making sure I'm on my guideline. All right. Third and final hole for this drawer. All right. So now I can test that. I've now corrected my original mistake on the placement of these drawer slides. And we are back in business. There's one. Two. And now, third one should be easy peasy. Hey Todd, how you doing? So you have to go pick up your mom in KC tonight? You have to go pick her up tonight? Yeah, I'll be off the stream here in a little bit and I'll call you. So, all right, so now let me get my camera turned back around. I'm gonna make another quick cut on the spacer. Take off 5 inches. All right. Alexa, turn on dust collector. All right, so now I have my final spacer set. Get some more tape. I'm going to stick her in. We'll pull out the 4 slides here. Just 2. And going to hope that I have my confidence and mojo back now, and that this third drawer is going to go in just fine. got my spacer taped up here. I will lock in my offset there. Sure, my offset's still off. I'm gonna kind of move that a little bit. So Todd, if you're still on, this is the first time that you've been here. I'm now affiliate, thanks to the great Craftsman's Guild community. But I've been working on the Twitch aspect of my stream, as well as moved OBS over to the new gaming laptop. So hopefully better performance out of OBS and streaming. I was having a problem with at the end of the streams, when I was rating out, OBS wanted to crash on me. And while all the followers would get sent over to the raid, I would not. And also, several times OBS flat out crashed on me. So this is new streaming setup with different cameras and stuff. Hopefully they look well. Hopefully audio is all sounding good. Also, I think since the last time you were here, I put in audio filters so that when I'm running my saw and stuff, you should not hear it. You all got to look at the messy part of my garage there. All right. Set the offset. Ready. Down to the last drawer slide. And I've been working on these cabinets for, let's say, started them in October. So besides putting some finish on them. I think that this is pretty much the last item. Just getting these drawers in. All right. Now, drawer in. I hope if I get in the right direction. All right. That is flush with the front. All three flush now, so yeah. Now, let me get. I have one more drawer to make down here, but I wanted to. Wasn't sure of that clearance that I was going to have. Looks like I have a total of 11.5 inches I can have there. So I will cut down the remaining drawer probably to about 10 inches. And then once I have that done, I have, this will be the drawer fronts, and this will be cut out of a single piece. And we'll cut the drawer fronts here so that it has the continuous grain look that will be on the front there. So, and then I think that most of this project will be officially done as far as the shop goes. So, let's raise this up to the SC shop. All right, I think I'm going to call it a night here. I think this is a good stopping point. I will probably work on the final drawer and mounting it and cutting the drawer fronts on the next stream. Sounds like a good amount of work there. So I'm going to see who is on that I can raid to, but thank you everybody for stopping by. I loved my first ever raid, my first subscriber. Thank you for everybody that's been popping in here every stream I do. I appreciate it. I can't say thank you enough. So let me see who is streaming that I can go over to. Looks like we can go over to Boyd. Give me just a second. I'm going to raid over to Boyd. All right. Well, thank you guys for hopping in, and I will see you on the next stream. Y'all have a good evening.
I like watching people create. People build. A builder is another person who likes to create. So, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. I think I saw you said you were installing OBS on a new computer and doing a little test. So, how did that go, Build a Builder? You guys are not calling Build a Builder. Relatively new streamer, just I think got affiliate recently. Not should be very very close. Um, that's a really cool stream. Not already following him. But right, go give Build a Builder a shout out. Or go give him a follow. That was a stream today, buddy. He can weigh 305 pounds. Yeah, I mean this one. I think overall this one weighs like 408 pounds, but just this main section here, I think it's 200 and something. And getting it on this base, I had to call my brother. I thought maybe Walnut and I were going to be able to do it, but I had to call my brother up and help him, or have him help me get it out of the back of the truck. Yeah, these cast iron tops are no joke. Forget how heavy solid metal is. Seems to have great as far as screens. Nice, nice. That's good. Good to hear that. I know you're getting it set up. All right, Trevor, graphic, take it easy. Made a mistake on my drawer install, but I was able to remedy it. Hey, that's okay. So just keep blessing. We can live with those, right? The ones where you waste a bunch of material and or time. Those part. Nice. I needed to use a metal shim stock to shim the wings flat. Ooh, I hope that's not the case for Kentucky. That would be a big bummer. Probably, yeah, I hope I don't. Any of you better you got streamer brain. Uh, let the brain cool down a little bit. It'll be right back to normal. All right, what are we doing next? What do we got next? So, we need to do this little lock now. And we'll move on. It's all going so far so good. Build a builder. My brother had to help me take it out of my truck and get it down here onto the base. But it's going okay. So, installing the dust port. So, the dust port comes attached to the end of a flexible hose inside the cabinet. Notice that there is a little small semicircle. The dust port must be inserted into the 4-inch diameter hole at the back of the cabinet from the inside of the cabinet shown on 1. Um, the hardware required to install the dust port is located in the area with the green background. The hardware. Remove the 3 dust port screws, lock washers, table saw hardware pack, and place the lock washer. Place the lock washer on each screw. Where all I hear is Bob the Builder. Can we build it, Donnie? Can we build it? And I hope. I had to use tape to pin my router table to the link so it was flat, but it wasn't hard. Okay. Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge whenever we see what happens. Bummer. Let's see what we got. So And Rockler said that they didn't even keep the 30-inch top. Yo, Winter Fox, what's up, buddy? Yes. Fancy new saw. I'm super excited. Not not feeling much better in life as a maker. Someone who likes toys. Then you don't have to be a maker, right? You're a car person. Buy a new car, art for car. It's super exciting. Eating eating that craving for stuff. Always. What up, ya hoser? Biggest hoser on Twitch. Winter Fox, are you planning any shop streams soon? I saw you were doing some designing on one of your last. Watch a little bit of your VOD. Obviously, those design skills that you created on by designing scoreboards works really well for that too. Well, and like hockey talk. I don't think there's ever wasted skills because you never know how things last. Availability, you got some emotes now? Nice. You have some emotes that you did officially. Yeah, congrats on that. Wait, did I may have subscribed. I don't remember if I subscribed. I think I've been in affiliate, but like everything that happens before the wedding is now like clouded by a whole lot of like stress and happiness, parties, a little alcohol, all clouded. If I say some funny. I won't be able to do a shop stream, but I have some projects that will be started on tomorrow. Try and take photos, videos, to look super fun. Thanks, Fox. There you go. Can you just keep it learning and trying? That's awesome. Free Fall, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Give us, give us a racing discussion. Did I make room for the new saw? Temporarily, LiDAR. At least for now, the saw is going to go up against this back wall here. So I think there will be plenty of room for it. I need to get rid of my old saw, and that white cabinet over there in the corner is going to get moved out of here too. So I think just up against this back wall, or kind of against the garage back here for now, is going to be where it lives. Eventually, I may replace my main table or move it to a different spot, but I think back there will be. I'm going to plan something for the wall art challenge too. Awesome. Hell yeah, Winter Fox. Yeah, definitely. Love this back and craft skill challenge. Wedding is old news. Boys got a table saw now. That's right. So you're finally feeling normal again, Saki? I think I am too. I think even yesterday, I was just a little bit cloudy, or just like I don't know, just take a breath. Yeah, I woke up today feeling good, especially with this health. Handy dandy magnetic holder for an Allen. Yep. Is that what this is? Oh yeah, it does. It does have magnet. The past shrouded in mystery. Yep, Donnie officially got married last weekend. Poor man. It I would say being a married man is better than being like a few days away from a married man. That's a stress and or whatever the partner is. Just getting ready for a wedding. So I definitely feel a lot better. That's right, freak ball, wall art. So uh, do by the end of tonight. I'm just gonna be out here sleeping on the top of my table, so I think that's it. Snuggling up with it. Don't you have to legally change your Twitch name now to Boyd's Custom Fab Walnut? No, Winter Fox, she's taking my name. She's going to be Walnut's Custom Fab. Pretty situation. Right, Walnut. So remove the 3 dust port screws. Okay, we did that. So holding the dust port in your hand, reach inside the cabinet. Fit the dust port so that the circle fits the cabinet. When correctly installed, the 3 holes in the cabinet surrounding the dust port will line up with the faucet. Kind of confusing. Not gonna lie, that wording